Hey everybody, I just realized I'm live. I'm just sitting over here making sound effects and stuff. What's happening, everybody? I am Amara, Goddess of Blender. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet sometimes. I have a weird erratic schedule this week, so you'll see me popping up here and there. I am a cosplayer. I am a Magic the Gathering feature creator occasionally at Magic Cons. I am a big fan of the different kinds of formats of Magic, I guess you would say. I've played every format. I've been playing for 30 years. Um, so, yeah, I've had a lot of Magic experience here and there, but I am a big fan of Plane Chase and Arch Enemy and just changing things up using uncards and such to make games a little bit more fun. I don't know. I like to, especially for streams and such. Um, I'm a Bucky's girl. What? Bucky? What? Hey, Sheets, you should sponsor me. I would sponsor the shit out of Sheets. I love Sheets. Sheets, do you need a Magic the Gathering ambassador? Boom, boom, boom. Well, former ambassador. My crazy hair. Like a crazy person. I am a crazy person. Oh, God. I was like, I should go and put myself on the internet. Let people know that I'm on it. I'm very excited today. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 comes out. Even if it's shit, I don't really care. I love Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah. I didn't finish everything else I was going to say that I do. Yeah. Anyway. I don't have anything planned or coming up, except for we do have a little charity stream for one of our friends, Megan, who got hurt at Magic Atlanta and had some bills accumulate, and we wanted to help her out. So, Megan Infinitoken, we're helping. We'll be doing a 2-day stream on November 8th and 9th from 12 to 12. We're doing 2-hour streams with different creators that helped at the booth. Uh, I appreciate everybody who pitched in together. It's always amazing to see that the Magic community does that. We just wanted to help out our friend with some of the bills so they don't lose their profit of working at MagicCon. It's a lot of work. I worked that booth for a couple hours and I was exhausted. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of which I love talking. I can talk to people about Magic and Infinitokens all day long. Not sponsored, but I fucking talk about Infinitokens all day. I love Infinitokens. It's my favorite other step. It's my second draw step. What? Thank you very much for the follow, Concreto. That's a fun name. Uh, so I have been entering my Magic collection into Moxfield. It's been taking forever. We've been doing it for 2 weeks now. We finished one box. I know every time I say it, it's like, ooh, I finished one box. That could mean anything. I finished like a 200 card box. It was a 3,000 card box, so at least the 2 weeks kind of makes sense. But if you see anything that you're looking for, it's up on the Moxfield, and you can trade with me. I love trading, so it's one of my favorite things about Magic, and I don't get to do it very often, and I feel like people don't do it, but it's something I did when I was a kid, and it makes me happy. And sometimes, it's a lot cheaper than going and buying a card. Let's see here. Let me. Magical miniature mornings. Come paint and chat with me. As I turn my magic collection into Moxfield for the rest of my life. It feels like it's going to be the rest of my life. This has been a long time. So this is actually the third list. I messed up two other lists. Yeah. I'm incompetent sometimes, but I'm hilariously incompetent. At least I think I am. So I also am a puppeteer. I have a whole entire army of magic puppets that I've taken to magic cons with me. Occasionally they come out. Occasionally I make videos with them. I will have some videos doing some avatar videos with Appa here soon. I should have done them earlier this week, but I haven't had a chance to because I keep doing this instead. I'm like, I'm gonna go and play on my computer and enter in some magic cards. Come say hi. There we go. You think I would get this started eventually, huh? I think I would have been a little bit more prepared. I wasn't. I wasn't sure how much time I would have to actually do this beforehand, because I do have to go. I have a vet appointment today. Not for myself, but for Barbie, my office kitty. I left my paint open all night long, so I'm trying to fix it. I was painting, and then I got distracted, and I just walked away. Now I'm like, yay, the paint that I didn't have a whole bunch of anyway, I may have ruined. Woo! It's not the first time. I'm incompetent. Okay, there we go. I made a post. I did make a new banner. I just keep forgetting to actually use it. It's not on my phone. I need to send it to my Google files. I just keep forgetting to. At some point, I'll remember to do the things I'm supposed to do. Okay. There we go. We made posts. We did the things. Gonna leave my phone up just in case Heather comes and harasses me. Is Ninja Gaiden 4 gonna be super hard and am I gonna embarrass myself horribly? I'm gonna play Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm very excited about it. Ninja Gaiden is one of my favorite series. I was very excited when it was in Dead or Alive, and I got any kind of Ninja Gaiden stuff going on. It used to make me happy. It's a very hard game. It has always been hard, but what was I playing part 2? And you die enough times, and it's like, hey, you suck really bad. You sure you don't want to do this? We'll turn this setting down to an even lower setting than easy. I'm like, this doesn't make me feel great. Stein, you're silly. do make things cost less, which is pretty cool. I don't know. You're not terrible. A 2/2 for 2. You make spells or land. Choose a card type other than creature or land. Okay. I was like, why did they make lands cost less? And I was like, oh, because you didn't read the card. So, I am a huge fan of Warhammer. If you didn't know that, I like to talk about Warhammer. I'm going to talk about Warhammer right now, because I want to. I love Warhammer. I want more Magic Warhammer cards. I'm going to say that all the time. I'm just going to say it every freaking stream until somebody from Wizards is like, oh, what is this stupid stream I'm on? Oh, they're talking about Warhammer, and they want more Warhammer Magic cards? We could make that happen. Hey, we should go ask her to go make 4 new decks, and then we can reprint the other 4 decks, put all 8 decks out at the same time. Nobody has to buy any of them if they don't want to, but the people who missed the other decks, they can get the reprints of the new decks, or the old decks, and then we get the other 4 armies that we didn't get. I will build an orc deck that is fantastically goblin-y orkiness, and it will be fantastic, and everybody will love it. And then I will also make a base set, which people can buy, and which then it will have cards that you can upgrade into your decks. So then people are going to want to buy the set stuffs too, to put their cards in, into their commander decks. So, yeah. Good idea. Games Workshop. Wizards. Get with it. I could finish this in, like, give me 6 months. I was gonna say give me 2 weeks, but then I was like, that's a stupid amount of time. Don't say that. So 1 o'clock, I have to go and take my Barbie doll to the vet. She's got her shots. She's gotta get her upgrades. Get her vaccines and things. I take care of my cats. I don't take care of myself. I'm really bad at that. Look at this well of knowledge. I love old art. I love the old artifact border. It makes me happy. Wish we would go back to it. What do we want to listen to? Music? I don't know. Do we want to listen to music? Yeah, let's click this and see what happens. Maybe it plays some music. My list of music is weird. My daily, weekly thing is industrial, hip-hop, pop, punk, easy listening. None of those things go together. It's an insane amount of things. Things that don't make any sense together. I would listen to the crap out of a band that did that, though. Like, what is this nonsense? I love it. I've never seen anybody play this before. It's one of the commander cards where it does both if you have your commander out, but it's the green one. Lets you fight. Any number of lands become 1/1 indestructible, which is pretty cool. I should put this in Omo. I don't know. If I can make all my lands, and they become elementals too. Put this aside. I might do something with that. Interesting. Did I buy Spider-Man cards at some point? Maybe I bought a pack of Spider-Man? What's happening here? Apparently I did. Oh. I don't know. Part of me is like, okay, I guess. Rent is due. Oh, I have 2 copies of the extended. You know, that makes me really happy. Like, just what I needed was some more copies of such things. Buy a box promo for eliteness. Apparently not enough of them have sold, so it does not have a price. So I have been entering cards for 2 weeks. I know I've told this story a couple of times. I I tell it every day because that's what we do here. Gotta talk. Gotta have stories and things to say. So I guess this is what happens. I traded a bunch of cards and I went all the way to Vegas Magic Con with no money. I went with a box of cards because that's how Magic people do things. Like, I'm gonna trade my bottle caps for this helmet, like a Fallout style. uh, anyway, I traded in a bunch of cards to pay everybody and to actually do things that weekend. Yeah, that's the fun part of being a poor person. It's good times. It's not good times sometimes. It's not great sometimes. Anyway, I think I can pay for everything with my hobbies. I'm like, I will pay you with this wonderful hobby. Do you need these cards? Let me trade you some cards. The pupper dog is outside. Hopefully he's behaving. He has been very misbehaved when it's just one of us here and we leave him out and about and we're not paying attention to him. He has eaten a lot of food, which we were planning to eat, obviously, as people do with food. So, yeah, he is hanging out outside, and he has a huge backyard that's fenced in. He's not like he's suffering. His food is out there, because he doesn't eat inside because he's kind of a jerk to the cats sometimes. Can't have that. Cats are Amara's favorite thing. Oh, I don't know if I have this Thalia in anything. Retro Thalia border. It's one of my favorite cards. I am a Stacks player. That's right, you all. I'm a dirty Stacks player, and there I'm gonna lose a bunch of followers now. I love Stacks. Stacks serves its purpose. I don't stacks people out of games. I just slow you down so that I can do what I want to do. Which is probably not good, whatever I'm doing. I just want to make sure that you don't get too far ahead while I am slowly building my machine. That is... It's really weird that that one doesn't have a price, but that one does. Who knows, it could easily be worth more for some reason. That's usually how it works. Sometimes the foils are not worth as much. That was, it's so weird. The freaking guild kit symbols never show up properly on here, so sometimes if I'm looking for it, I'm like, oh yeah, that doesn't exist. That's not a thing I can do. Boop. Foil. Sometimes I used to keep all my legends together. I had a big binder that was just all my legends. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist anymore because there's just too many legendary cards. I used to just like to go and look at it. I have that issue. That's something I enjoy doing, is just looking at stuff. I look at my Warhammer guys all the time. I'm like, look at these Warhammer guys. Double strike. Creatures you control with first strike have double strike. That's such a silly thing to try to do. You could just put a bunch of creatures that have double strike instead. I don't know. I feel like he would be cool in the 99 and just hide him out and then do it. Be like, ha! Didn't see that coming, suckers. Is this a foil? Oh, it is a halo foil. It's just weirdly... It doesn't have the foiling on the actual creature. Like it's only on the border. It's weird. That's weird. Silly uncommons, get out of here. Nobody wants you. You're here, so you're just getting added. I guess. So we have been painting my Death Guard. I have a lot of Warhammer armies. I play a lot. Well, I do a lot of Warhammer stuff behind the scenes. It is one of it's my second hobby. I love it. I read Warhammer books. I am very engrossed in the Warhammer universe, as terrible as it is. It helps me escape. I escape to a worse place, you know. You know how it be. I hope everybody is having a good day. Just hoping to get a little bit of stuff done. I am very excited. The Vampire Bloodlines comes out. Unfortunately, it doesn't come out until 12 o'clock. So, we will not be playing it. Because I don't want to get started and then have to go. Unfortunately, I have to go do things. Gonna go take the Barbie doll for her annual, and she's gotta get some vaccines, because even cats need vaccines. What? That's insane. Fire Fortune, this is so cool. I should get this one signed by Justine. Get it signed like right above the legendary creature part, or over the legendary creature part. She has a really cool signature. Such a sweetheart. The art is fun. This is Pussifier. Like, what is happening here? This is weird. But now I understand. Okay, I am not into whatever is happening. I don't know. I just can't find something that I want to listen to. I still can't remember from last week what I wanted to listen to. Apparently I just need to put something on and we'll find something. Your day in a playlist. I don't know. The soundtrack to my Tuesday morning. I don't know what the soundtrack to my Tuesdays. Play a... How about... Oh my god. I don't want angry rock mix. That sounds like a terrible plan. Could listen to a podcast about Conan. Or about Alien. Or about Warhammer. You know, there's 108 episodes? That's a lot of episodes. It seems like a lot of work. Ooh, what is this recommendation? Play this. Play this. That's fine. Something different than whatever is being played right now. Like, just make this end. I don't want this to go out anymore. I appreciate you, Keegan, but sometimes some of your music is not for me. That's okay. Not everything is supposed to be for me. I mean, most things are for me. I mean, most of my hobbies, I am living my best life right now. The world is on fire, but my hobby land is wonderful. I love this Nashi. It's one of my favorite artworks. It reminds me of... I feel like it was Samurai Street Cat rats. I don't know, it was rats of some sort, and they were doing things. They weren't ninjas. Were they biker mice from Mars? Was that a thing? I feel like that was a thing. I have to look that up. I feel like I had toys from that. I feel like I used to watch a cartoon called that. It's weird. My brain is just filled with nonsense. Like, I don't remember anything important. Like, there's no important information in my brain. Like, this is why I can't get a job. Like, if you needed me to come up with magic things and build sets and things, I could do that all day long. I could passionately, excitingly do that. But if I don't find something interesting, oh my god. Ugh. When I used to work at Walmart, I used to try to get fired from Walmart, like, daily. I just could not. It's like, how do you not get... How do you have the skill not to get fired from something? There were times that that I was like, this is for sure gonna do it. This is what we're gonna do. We got this. We're getting sent home today. I don't know how many times they just shake their head, sometimes laugh, and they're just like, Amara. I'm like, no, fire me. Uh, but I was also an awesome worker. Like, I basically just ran the food side of the warehouse by myself. Like, I was part of an inventory control team that we were in charge of the general warehouse and the food warehouse, and I just ran the food side by myself and wouldn't let other people over because they would just mess everything up. That way I knew who was over there and who was doing things, and so when they did mess things up, I could hunt them down. But I had everything so well organized. I was so good at my job. I'm always very good at my jobs. I'm very... I don't know. I know what I'm doing. I don't have to wait around for somebody to tell me to do something. I just do it. Because I know it needs to be done. I don't know. I would, like, when I wanted to open a comic book store, I'm like, I would never want to hire anybody because I know how people work. Like, not everybody is terrible, but I know that even somebody who's awesome is gonna slack ass sometimes. Like, I don't want to pay somebody to do nothing. I'll just pay myself to do nothing. So I was always just like, well, I guess I'll just run my own store all the time. I'm like, okay. When the ad break starts, I'm gonna do some painting. I'll continue talking. I'm gonna go grab something actually too during the break. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me that's here. This is what I do when I'm just hanging out. I'm trying to organize my collection. If you see anything that you're looking for, let me know. Everything is for trade or sell. I'll give them to you for less than what is marked on here. I don't care. I would just rather somebody be using it. I mean, I have a huge collection so that I can build decks, because that's what I do as a content creator, so having cards and having mass quantities of cards makes my life much easier, because I don't have to go and find things at stores, because I would never find anything, because I don't have a store. That's great. I really miss my store. Meow. Sadness. Sadness on the stack. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my shoes, actually. I want to be ready so I can just grab everything when it's time to take the kitty cat to the place that she's going. I'll be right back, everybody. is happening, everybody? I'm back. I got stopped by cats. Some cats were like, hey, I need you. And I'm like, okay. I love cats. What's happening, everybody? I'm Amara Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. Occasionally, I make all sorts of other content on the internet. I love Warhammer. We paint minis in the morning. If you got minis, you should join me and paint minis. We are going to take a slight little break from adding cards to our Moxfield to do some painting. Get a little bit of painting done every day. This is my Death Guard. I don't have an official name for the army yet. I mean, this is Motarians. Motarian made a different choice in my universe and didn't decide to try to destroy Ultramar. He actually joins in with the Black Legion and does what he was supposed to do. I'm creating an alternate universe. I'm going to be doing stories with my armies, their attacks on the planets, and I'm going to have my armies have different, everybody has names. I tried to do a thing on my Patreon, because I have a Patreon. Nobody signed up to my Patreon, ever. It's just there. But you could name yourself after one of my characters. You could be part of the story. But apparently that wasn't interesting, so that didn't happen. Nobody's done it. I don't know why. It sounded like a cool idea. I don't know. I did go through a little break where I was not streaming as often, so I kind of lost all my subs and my followers, and that is my own fault. I had a lot of stuff going on. And some pet things, and they needed to be done because they come first. Family always comes first. My cats are my family, so it's just one of those things. Sometimes you gotta drop everything. It's not what I like to do. Like, I am very goal-oriented when I do start doing things. Sometimes it takes a while to get me going. But once I get going, I'm much better. It's just a matter of getting to that point. Sometimes I'm a procrastinator, I think that's what they call them. That would be what I am. I like to procrastinate. I know a lot of people who like to procrastinate. Like, I probably should have made a video this morning instead of coming on here to do this, since I had a 2-hour period before I have to go take Barbie. I don't want to start doing anything. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines comes out at 12 o'clock, but I didn't want to start that and then have to stop and go take the Barbie to the vet. That would just ruin everything. I like to get in. I like to sit down and be ready to experience my games and my movies. I like to be there. I like to be present. I don't know. I don't want to be on my phone when I'm watching a movie. It doesn't make any sense to me. Unless I gotta email somebody back or something, and I just don't have any. I don't have a choice. Sometimes that's the thing. That happens. Not all the time, but I can ramble about things for a long time. Especially my hobbies. If you cannot see behind me, which you probably can because I switched cameras views, and now this camera is widescreen for some reason, which is probably going to be a problem on Thursday when Tom comes to play and I have to try to fix it. I've already foresee an issue that I have caused. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's going to be an issue. I guess I'll just have to figure out what camera. I guess I could just use this camera as, though. Okay, that makes sense. It's dumb. Not to mention I have a whole ton of books to move off of here. I moved all my trade paperbacks and hardcovers downstairs so I could start putting them into. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making a Shopify or something. I don't know. I have so much stuff I need to get rid of and or trade. I don't care. Somebody wants my comic book collection. Give me your Magic collection. I'll give you my comic books. Oh, that's silly. I like this Chelsea Wolf singing. I don't know if she's. Just make sure she's not a terrible person. That's the terrible thing about finding anything. I'm like, well, I better make sure that these musicians aren't Nazis or. Like, I really love this band. And I'm like, oh, they're really horrible. I'm like, oh, awesome. Woo. That's not awesome. So I made all the hoofs and the horns on my guys are all gold. Makes me happy. I don't know. I wanted to do the horns in a different color. Like I didn't. Like I was already doing white as their armor with the decayed flesh color. So like, if I did, like, I don't know. I just sometimes I'm like certain colors just don't go together, or they just I don't know. Like if I did white horns with the white armor, it was just gonna clash. So and the bronze hooves and horns stand out. They shine, and against the white, it looks really nice. Or the decayed flesh. I'm a fan of it. I don't really care if anybody else likes it. I have a lot of weird things to do this week, but then I will be streaming probably the rest of the week because Heather will be on vacation, so I will have lots of time to finish my projects. I got a lot of stuff I can work on. I'm always busy. It's like, I don't know, when people are like, I'm bored, I'm like, I don't know how to be bored. Sometimes I just don't want to do stuff. Sometimes I'm like, everything sucks. I don't want to do anything. But, like, they're bored. I don't know how to be bored. I always have some kind of project going on. I don't know. I have a lot of different hobbies. I am the self-proclaimed queen of the geeks. I don't know if I didn't do my introduction that I usually do after my break. I am Amara, Goddess of Blender. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I am a former ambassador from a couple of times ago. I love Magic. I've been playing for 30 years. I'm a puppeteer and cosplayer. You may have seen me at some of the Magic Guns. You may have seen me in some of the Magic videos for advertisements with my puppets. I love puppetry. I love Muppets. I want more puppets and magic. Anyway, I make chaos forms of magic on my channel. If I'm not over here painting minis and entering my collection into Moxfield, which I've been doing forever. Not sponsored. I just love Moxfield. It's one of my favorite things to use. It keeps all my decks in order, especially since on Wednesdays I play with the Breakfast Club. We play Magic Online. And you can find all my decks on my Moxfield under Goddess of Blender. I am a huge fan of Moxfield. If you haven't used it, I highly suggest it. It's a good way to find new decks, find new ideas, and follow some of your favorite creators. They're on here as well, and you can see the decks that they play with. Some of them are good. That's so feisty. No, most of my friends are pretty awesome deck builders. I say like most of them. I mean, most of them really are. I'm not being a jerk. We all have our different methods of deck building, and we all have different kinds of decks that we enjoy. That's the thing about Magic, is Magic can be so many different things. Like, it's not just one thing. It's artwork, it's story, it's flavor, it's just so many different things. Like, it's one of the reasons why I love Magic, and, like, especially with my hobbies, I don't just do the one thing. It's not like I'm just collecting Magic or I just play Magic. I absorb my hobbies and everything about them. Like Warhammer, I build, I paint, I play, I read books, I get my white dwarfs every month. I really enjoy painting. It's a way to shut my brain off. As you can see, my brain just continuously goes. It doesn't shut up, so it's kind of nice to shut it off every once in a while. Like if I'm not streaming and I'm just painting, I'm not. Well, that's not true. Sometimes I'm talking to cats. But sometimes cats need to be talked to, so, who's going to talk to the cats if I don't talk to the cats? Heather, probably. I love my babies. I am a crazy cat lady as well. I really love cats. I am. I have super spectrum powers, and my hobbies. I don't do any of my hobbies slack-assily. I am super into everything about most of my hobbies, so I can sit here and talk about a lot of things. It's so stupid. I put a lot of time into a lot of different hobbies. I used to play Mech Warrior and Hero Clicks, and I mean, I've been playing Magic for 30 years, which is silly. I've been playing Magic longer than some content creators have been alive, which is insane. I can do that. How are you? I really enjoy this music. It's very ethereal. Yeah, my little larvae are also gold. They're this rust color. I'm gonna do a different, like, dry brush over top of them. There's a lot of little maggots and things climbing all over the place, and they do eventually turn into flies. Like, typhus actually has flies all over them. So the wings on the larvae, when they do turn into flies, I make gold as well to go with the horns. This guy's got a lot of little larvae hanging out. Eventually, we're getting there. I keep trying to make sure I don't miss things. In certain spots, I don't want it. Like, I want to make everybody's armors look different, so not everybody has the same coloring scheme. It's much easier to do with, I mean, at least the Death Guard, they all look different. They're not just all generic Space Marines, and, like, all those Space Marines look exactly the same. And they really do look all the same. Man, Arby's has, like, steak chicken nuggets. I guess they're steak nuggets, which is just weird to say. Steak in the form of a chicken, of a nugget, I guess. So used to just saying chicken nugget. I really like this album. I am a fan of this lady. click her and I will follow. I will follow your creepy songs. Oh, you have lots of songs. You have lots of albums. I don't know if they all sound like this. She looks like she went from being gothy to not being gothy. I don't know what this is. Weird ambient music. I think we painted everything on them. These are my Death Shroud. The Death Shroud are creepy. They don't make any sound. They just march their way through murdering everybody. They're very murdery. They make no sound as they're doing it, so they don't talk or anything. I don't know if they just don't have the ability to talk, or if they just do it to be creepy and silent and weird. I mean, I would be completely terrified by a 10-foot tall, oozing, stinking, scythe-carrying monsters. If they weren't making sound, I don't care. I would still be running. Sound or not sound, I'm out. I started doing the red on this guy. The red with the white looks really good, so I have this problem that I'm just like, ooh, I'm going to skip steps and go to red. Shouldn't have gone to red. We should have finished doing the gold. But sometimes I just get carried away. Sometimes I like to jump steps. I don't want to. I just can't control myself sometimes. I think I have a package coming today. I had something that needed to be sent, but my love hopefully got it out today. We're back down to having one vehicle again, which is a pain in the ass. And she's always busy, so that's why you get to see more of me. I usually try not to stream when she's here, unless it's like nighttime magic stuff, because a lot of times I don't have choices with magic. I have to play when my friends can play. So a lot of times that's what happens. Man, he is so cool. I love the Death Shroud. I love these giant reapers that they carry, the man reapers. I am a big fan of chainsaws and giant blades. I am a horror girl. I love my horror stuff. So weird bladed weapons, chainsaws. I love the sound of chainsaws. I'm not allowed to have a chainsaw. Which, yeah, I should tell you something. Why is she not allowed to have a chainsaw? And then you think for a second and go, well, that's probably why she can't have a chainsaw. She would use a chainsaw. I would just chop things in half. Sometimes things need to be chopped. I like chopping things sometimes. So I've been painting my death card here. That's what we do with my miniatures. Usually Amara's miniature mornings are just me entering in my Moxfield, entering my magic collection into Moxfield, which is taking forever, which I don't mind. I like organizing things. It makes me happy. I'm putting my magic collection in order so that I can actually build things faster. As a content creator, building decks is sometimes a pain in the butt when I have to spend hours and hours of my life trying to find things. This cape didn't glue on properly. Nobody's gonna notice. I'll know though, and it'll probably bother me, but until then. Until we get to that point. That's future Amara problems, as we like to call them. Future Amara problems. I invented that. I hear people saying it now. Like, this is a future Tony problem. I'm like, that's right, Tony. I invented that. That's right, Tony. I don't know anybody. I do know Taco Tony. I do know a Taco Tony, which is pretty cool. I wish my name was Taco Tony. I'm gonna change my name. I'm gonna be Taco Amara. Taco Amara. He's got a whole bunch of little maggots coming out of his shoes. Shoe maggots. You know, the normal kind of maggots that people get. Shoe-related ones. So we did customized bases for all these guys. Did slime and stuff coming out of things. I did a lot of customization on these guys. I hadn't done any customization on Warhammer guys in 15 years, give or take. It's a long time. But I was like, let's try it out. It's been a while. I was like, sometimes I get afraid and I'm like, oh, I don't want to ruin this model. But you know what? And then I do it and I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. I just get paranoid that I'm going to ruin things all the time. I haven't been listening to anything she's saying, but I just enjoy her voice. I'm like, okay, I can get behind this. I could fall asleep to this. I shouldn't fall asleep to it, but I might. Watch me just fall asleep streaming. I fell asleep streaming once. Just once. It wasn't my fault. It was my fault. I thought I should play freaking Baldur's Gate, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm gonna go stream Baldur's Gate, and I was like, I should not be streaming, and then I just fell asleep. I woke up, I was like, I don't know how long I've been asleep. I was like, it's like, I wonder if anybody noticed. I don't know if anybody was on. I don't think so. It was really, really early in the morning. I probably wouldn't have fallen asleep if I had people talking. He is pretty cool. He was the same exact body as the last guy that I just painted, so I know where everything is that I wanted to paint. Man, I really want a chainsaw sword. If I wish I knew I could... I mean, I've made cosplay things, but I don't trust myself to make a sword that is a chainsaw. That's real. I don't think I have those skills. I wish I did. I just want to have a really cool, I don't know, chainsaw sword. Doesn't everybody need a chainsaw sword? Amara needs a chainsaw sword. She would be so happy if she had a chainsaw sword. Somebody gift Amara a chainsaw sword. She needs a chainsaw sword for chainsaw slinging things. She likes to chainsaw stuff. It's really true. I do enjoy I have a little mini handheld chainsaw that I was given for my birthday. And it makes me happy. I'm only allowed to use it on certain things. Sometimes I use it over on, I have this stupid tree that grows out of the ground every year, and I have to, like, stop from growing out of the ground. Like, the roots are too deep, and they're, like, underneath my shed, so I'm like, I don't know how we're going to fix this problem. This is not going on the way I want it to. That's interesting. How are we gonna... Is it just not sloppy enough? Shaking, 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 shaking. I don't know if it's just not shook up enough. I don't know. It's not going over top of the color. This is not how I wanted things to be. Well, I guess we'll have to figure it out. It, like, soaked into the primer. I mean, is it gonna have to have multiple layers? I just wanted to test it out to see what it looked like with against the reds and the gold, or the bronze and the flesh color, but I guess we're gonna have to put a couple layers on and hopefully it doesn't soak in like this. I don't know, it's actually kind of weird looking. The way that it's soaked in kind of makes it, like, I used my fingerprints as textures because I didn't have a sculpting brush, so I just improvised and used my fingerprints to make the slime have, like, ridges. Sometimes you just improvise while you're making models. I don't know. Let's just... put that there. Flick the brush the wrong direction. Well, that's no good. Well, I guess we'll see how this dries, and then we'll just go from there, because I also have slime up here, and now I'm like, that doesn't come out well, we're going to have to use a different color. Maybe we'll use a different green, and then just go from here. I don't know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. Anyway, we got some more painting done. Let's do some more, Moxfield. Let's do some more Moxfield. This album is almost done. She looks less gothy back in the original days, so it makes me wonder if the music wasn't as ethereally spooky back then. We'll see. It's always interesting going back and listening to people's albums that are older. See how they grow as a musician. Combustible Gearhawk. Oh yeah, DePaulo was my my pre-release card in my Kaladesh. Man, somebody pulled a Lotus Petal masterpiece during that pre-release. I was like, that's pretty cool. I don't have that kind of luck. As much as I would like to have that kind of luck. Like, I don't pull cards that are worth money out of packs. I open lots of packs. That's, if you could not tell. I might open Magic packs occasionally. I love Magic so much. It's one of my favorite things. We got ads coming. Ew, gross. Ads are stupid. It doesn't matter. I hope everybody's having a good day. We are slowly entering all my cards into Moxfield. We will have a slight break in which I will stand up and stretch, because that is what you should do. I don't know how these kids sit here for hours and hours and hours, like 8 hours. Oh my god, I can't imagine sitting here for 8 hours. I would go insane. I guess I would just keep doing the same thing I'm doing now. I don't know. At least we're getting some stuff done. I got other things I gotta do later on in the day. I got adult things. I gotta go take the Barbie doll, the wonderful office kitty, to go get her vaccines. I do take care of my cats. I just don't take care of myself. If I have to choose between feeding myself and feeding my cats, I'll always feed my cats. I would never ever not feed my babies. They come first. I don't care about myself. Oh, I don't think I have this negate. I have almost all the Strixhaven Masterpiece cards, but I'm missing a couple. Am I missing this one? What is happening? This is not a person I want to talk
to my phone over here just in case my partner writes me or if I have. I'm waiting for a package to come, but I haven't seen that show up yet either. Nope. Nope. No interesting emails that I need to respond to. My life is not super exciting most of the time. Most of the time that's just there just in case I need to find somebody or I need to write to somebody. This is one of the weird etched foils. The etched foil is only around like the little circular parts. The Strixhaven foils were really super weird. Like they're hard to notice. Like I never even noticed there were foil etched cards until it was long after the set had come out. I was like, oh, I had no idea this was happening. I had no idea. What? So, I am Amara. I'm gonna introduce myself again when this is done. I gotta go stand up for a second, probably pet a cat. Go get yourself a beverage. Go get yourself some paint. Come and paint with me. Come chat with me. I will be back in a moment. Da-da-da-da. Bye. I'll be right back. Bye. bed over here? At some point we'll put a bed over here. Did it start raining? Glad I grabbed you right before then. Yeah, you're a good boy most of the time. He's a good boy most of the time. What's happening, everybody? I am Amara, Goddess of Blunder. Welcome to the Blunder Dome. It is my area where we do a little magical miniature morning, which is usually not the morning. This is my version of the morning. I stay up all night. So. Hey! What's happening? Why am I yelling at cats? Anyway, I'm Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet sometimes. I make it every day. What am I talking about? You can find me on all the socials doing all the things. There's my Barbie doll. What is happening, baby girl? Are you okay? Were you fighting? Yeah. Well, you gotta fight with people. Come over here. Yeah, get over here. Let me move this stuff out of your way. Come on. You want to sit up there? Yeah. They got that giant wall of books that can protect you. See? Look at that. And you got score bunnies to lay with. Score bunnies will protect you. Anyway, I am a puppeteer, cosplayer, feature creator at Magic Cons every once in a while. What else do? I do other things. I'm a former ambassador for a couple of Magic sets. I do love myself some Magic. You can find myself playing Magic over here all the time. We usually do different chaos forms of Magic. I like to play like Plane Chase and Arch Enemy and add different rules and do versions of the games with uncards and playtest cards. I like to have fun. I like to change things up because you don't need to see the same Magic content over and over and over again. You don't want to see the same deck do the same thing over and over again. Or maybe somebody does. I assume standard players, I don't know. I can't repeat the same process over and over and over again. My brain would just freaking explode. Hey, Barbie, my little perma kitten, my little fighter. You fight everybody. Why must you fight everybody? I understand. I want to fight everybody all the time, but you shouldn't. I know. I mean, you can. I will let you. I will protect you. Just stay in the office. I know you like to go and roam around. You shouldn't have to worry about things. I don't know why you fight with everybody. And it's not even that you're fighting with them. They're fighting with you. You're just defending yourself. And then they go and take her spots, which really annoys me too. They're bullies. My kittens. They are. Anybody who thinks cats are not social animals have not interacted with cats enough. Like, they will hunt in packs. They are little jerk faces sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you so terrible? Stop hunting her. It's always the same ones too, so it's not even like it's. They're such little jerk faces. The funny thing is, it's not all the time. Like Daphne and Fred, yes, they are jerk faces all the time. But like Velma's not a jerk face all the time. She just gets in with the wrong group, and then she's like, "Oh, we're playing and attacking things, cool." But like if she's by herself, she doesn't do that. But the other two, they will go after her if they're by themselves. Well, Velma just doesn't care. So I think Velma is more of a playing thing. Same with Lando. I don't know. Lando follows her around, and sometimes they're just fighting, but sometimes they're just laying together. So I don't know. You have a weird relationship with Lando. I have a weird relationship with Lando. I am his mom, which makes me happy. I'm glad I'm his mommy. Yeah, I wish. Are you sitting on the cards that are worth money? That's why I put them up there. I am really enjoying this album. So we have been adding our cards to Moxfield. I love Moxfield. Not sponsored. I know I say that all the time. Sponsored, not sponsored, but I do really love Moxfield. Anything I actually do love, I will talk about all the time. Quiver. I am a Quiver Time ambassador. You can use my code if you would like to save some money and help me out as well. I love Quiver Time. I are the reason why all my stuff has been safe for the last 3 years of traveling about to Magic Cons. This is one of the things I actually trust in this world. I am a big fan of. If I am a fan of something, I will talk about it. I will show it off. It I don't know. I can't just be sponsored by rando things. I need to actually know about the things. And nobody's going to ask me to sponsor those things anyway. But I already belong to the most important things, so I don't care. Oh my god, this music is making me happy. It's creepy and weird. Oh, Tinker. I have an original Tinker. It's one of the cards I kept from one of my decks, I think. This voice is. I feel like she's a ghost. I love ghosts. That's a weird thing to say. I love ghosts. Hey, Barbie, what's up? Are you saying hi? Yeah. You're just cleaning yourself. You're cleaning me now? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah. You know I will protect you. I know. You know I will protect you. I won't let anybody fuck with you. Makes me sad when my kitties are being bothered by things. Usually it's my cats being jerk faces. Usually my cats being the jerks. What is this? Album Blood Moon 1. It's an album? Okay, sure. Let's see what this sounds like. Converge. What are we listening to? What have we done? So it's like, yeah, music is weird. Like, if you sometimes, what is happening? This is what's happening, huh? This is why you're standing here. What are you doing, Velma Voom? Yeah, you're adorable. What are you doing down here? These two don't get along. I don't know. Like, Barbie's just sitting here watching Velma, and Velma is just like reaching out and rolling around. Velma, I don't think, is trying to be malicious, whereas the other ones, they're not nice. Oh, I don't know. I really wish. I don't know what to do about not using Twitter. As a content creator, I am losing a lot of views and things not using Twitter. I don't want to. Fucking hate it. But I also. Everybody else just doesn't care. I don't care, but also I understand not wanting to ruin your deals and your things, so, and wanting to be a bigger content creator, so you need to do it. So I understand the having to do it. I just can't bring myself to do it. I've already talked shit and said that I wouldn't, so it's just like, Like, I would love. I just want to work for Wizards. I don't give a crap about it. Want to be friends with everybody, play games, and work for Wizards. Those are my goals. And you know what? I will still be friends with everybody when I'm working at Wizards. You can come and talk to me. We'll be best friends. I'll still be best friends. I'm not going to forget about everybody. I don't know. I feel like that's how content creation is such a weird. Everybody just kind of consumes and parasites off of each other, and then some of them become bigger, and then they go to their larvae grows into the next form, and then they forget about all the other larvae. But then they're hanging out with all new larvae, and they have grown and gotten bigger, and then it happens again, and they go to the next stage. They forget all those people. I don't know. That's how it always seems. Everybody forms their little groups, and then as they grow, they forget about their friends because they got new friends. That's basically how everything works in the world, I guess. It's kind of dumb. It makes me sad. That's one thing I always told myself is I would never forget about all the people that I came up with, like my friends. Like, and if I can take them with me, I will take them with me. If I can get them to do cool stuff too, awesome. Like, that's what we're here for. We're a community. At least some of us are. I don't know. I want to be here for everybody. I don't know. I hope that people see me and they're like, hey, we can be part of this community too. Not be afraid to join the community or be afraid that they won't be accepted. Because if anything can accept me, then guess what? It must not be too terrible. Oh my god, 4 of these? Why? Oh, you were just doing that on mistake. Okay. I was like, why are you eating my miniatures? Don't eat my box of miniatures, please, sir. That would be unacceptable. I'm hoping that Barbie stays out here this whole entire time because she doesn't know she's going to the vet. And that would make it much easier to find her. That was like one of the things I was like, I don't know what time I'm going to stop streaming because I don't know how long it's going to take me to find her, but that's a very long time for her to be hanging out. I'm probably going to lose her at some point. She usually just goes outside. She likes to hang out in the catio. She's a catio baby. Waiting. I think I have a package coming today. I don't know. I don't usually have packages. That doesn't happen very often. I don't order things very often. I don't usually have money to order things. So I just don't order things. I never get mail. So I never look at the mail, and then sometimes, usually Heather just brings it in and throws it places. So sometimes I find it, sometimes I don't. What's going on, baby girl? You want me to move these? Yeah, you're gonna sit there? There you go. Yeah. Yeah. You're so beautiful. You're just hanging out. Yeah, you do you. You do you, my little one. It's a lot of yelling, but it's a lot of, ethereal. I'm just gonna keep using ethereal. That's my big word of the day. That's my big word of the year, apparently. Apparently, it's a form of music that I very much enjoy. Like, she's singing behind these screeching guitars and screaming of this dude, but I'm in. I'm in. I can get behind that. Yeah, you're so ham. You're so beautiful. We just did the wrong one. We just did the wrong one. We want the retro frame. Yeah, you're gonna take some dice out? You haven't been taking dice out as often. Yeah. You were doing it yesterday. She was just grabbing them and throwing them on the floor. And then she rolls around on the floor with them. She makes her own fun. I'm always worried that she's gonna freaking choke on a dice, though. But she really enjoys it, so I just use I keep the dice bag out. The dice bag was a cat, but she like ate his ears. It's kind of silly. It looks very silly now. I used to listen to this kind of music all the time. Sometimes I'm in. Like, it depends on what I'm doing. Like, if I'm PvPing or something and playing a game, I can listen to, like, Screamo, death metal. If it has something, like, melodic also going with it, it helps. Like, I can do that. Unctus, you're weird. You got a weird name. Barbie, what would happen if your name was Unctus? I'm gonna call you Unctus from now on. That's your new name. That's a weird name. She's like, I don't give a... She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, I'm gonna knock these guys down. You want me to move these out of the way, too? I'm sorry, baby girl. The destructiveness of the Barbie. She is quite a destructive force. I would get upset, but I do not have the ability to get upset at my cats for some reason. That's not true. Sometimes I do yell at them. It's usually I yell at them, though, when they're, like, chasing each other and I hear screeching. It's not something that happens very often, and for the amount of cats I have, it's really not that bad. It could be worse. Oh my god, if they all fought each other. So I have not watched any horror movies. I've really slack-assed this year, and I'm very sad about it. I just have not been in the mood. So I've just been playing horror video games instead. Which I guess is almost the same thing. I don't know. I enjoy... Horror video games are actually kind of much more fun because you're controlling it. It's your fault when you get killed. Like, I don't die very often in video games. I don't know. I usually play everything on the hardest setting. I'm not playing Silent Hill on the hardest setting, though, because I remember playing it on the hardest, part 2 on the hardest setting. Way back when I was a kid. Goddamn Pyramid Head. Stupid Pyramid Head always trying to kill me, Barbie. She's always trying to kill me. She's like, you're just talking nonsense, Mama. You are just talking nonsense, and I am just talking nonsense, Barbie. You leave me be. I am crazy. Hey, we might actually finish a stack of cards. Look at us. I'm so proud of us. I think I just put this aside because I like the artwork and it was a showcase card. Was this the first time they started doing showcase? No, I think they did start doing showcases before that. I might just be making things up. I think Kaladesh might have been the first time they did it. Now I'm kind of wondering. I know it was when I was playing. I mean, there hasn't been very many times I wasn't playing Magic, but even when I wasn't playing Magic, I was still collecting Magic, so I knew what was going on. I just didn't have anybody to play with, so I don't know. My playgroups always dissipate. I don't know, that's what it always seems to happen. I want to get my other playgroup back together. I miss everybody. I think we are getting back together here soon. We used to play every Friday night, so that's why my Friday games moved. A lot of things happened that ended up changing my scheduling and why we haven't been doing as many like chaos streams on here with other people. It has been a lot of nonsense. A lot of stuff I can't talk about, or don't want to talk about. I don't know. I love Magic. I love I love being able to share my games and my hobbies with people. Like these are things that made me happy, so like getting to share them and maybe somebody else finding it that it's something that they're passionate about is awesome. You know, I've actually met a couple of people that I met them years ago at conventions and things, and they talked about how they wanted to do content and stuff, and now they are. And I see what they've done, and they're out there, and they're doing the thing. They've become Magic ambassadors. Some of them have become featured creators. Like, it's really cool to see your friends get to do stuff and get to be there with them and be like, hey, we came up doing this. Like, I don't know. At least for me, that's how it is. I don't know. Maybe I feel too much. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just rambling. Isn't that what us content creators do? Sit here and ramble. So, I'm Amara, goddess of Blender. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet, and occasionally I repeat myself, like I am now. I am a cosplayer, puppeteer, occasionally a Magic feature creator at Magic Cons. Almost all the Magic Cons except for Vegas last year, which I was still at. You could have found me at the Birdie booth, bopping, as I do occasionally. I am a bird of paradise. I am a member of the Lobby Pristine, which is a wonderful place you can join on the Discord where we play Magic the Gathering with a bunch of awesome people. And if you're looking for a safe place to play, find cool people who are just there to play, have fun, come and join the Lobby Pristine. I need to actually put my when I changed my hard drive, I lost a lot of stuff. So like, I don't have my images and stuff that I used to. Like, I used to have a Lobby Pristine image. I don't know if I still have it. Now I'm kind of wondering. Now I'm kind of like, I should probably add that to my. I could do that. I could do that right now. Well, I remember. That's probably the smartest thing. Sometimes I remember things. That is not the word that is that I spelled. That is not the word at all. There we go. Enchant creature. You control enchanted creature. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you can attach it to it, so it just keeps stealing the next creature. Oh my god, that would be such a mess. That would be so annoying. Especially over spell table. They're like, I'm gonna take your next creature, because it would just keep taking the next opponent's creature, I think? Ugh, you're dumb. I hate it. I think this was a promo. Yeah, 36. Yeah, slightly different. So weird. And there's two of them. Okay. Anyway, what was I about to do? I was gonna go check and see something. I wanted to go see my. Go to Google for a second. Go to my Google Drive for a second. Go to my drives. Oh, Mandalorian, you cute little bastard. God, I love that little cat. He's such a cutie. Did I just never save it in here? What the hell? You're fired, me. You're fired. Unless it's in my other hard drive, which could possibly be. No, I don't want. No, stop it. Damn it. You want to change accounts. Let me change accounts. You're almost out of space. That's all I know. That's what you tell me all the time. You tell me this all the time. I'm aware. Quit telling me things. Quit telling me stuff. Let's see if it's in this drive instead. No, I want to go to my other drive. Okay. We were gonna try this. This is too much work. No, I want to go to this account. Okay, I'm done. I'm not trying to do this. Okay, we tried. Really? That's weird. I mean, you exile up to 2 target creatures you control, then return them. Which is pretty cool for 4 mana. I was not expecting them to be worth money. I was like, oh, okay. Very well done. Okay, we got about another hour before I gotta go. Not that it matters. It's just me hanging out. Me hanging out, adding magic cards. And occasionally painting. We do some painting. We get some painting done. I like to paint. My name is Amara, and I like to paint. I love this artwork on this emery. I love this spell pierce art as well. There's some art that makes me happy. Icefall Regent, there's just one of you. I couldn't remember if there was one or if there were 2 of you, but I figured it out. It's almost break time again, which we will stand up and stretch. Hypnotic Siren. I will usually, like Vampire the Masquerade, I will probably get on my Xbox, as I usually play most of my games on my Xbox. My Xbox is my baby. Yep. I don't know, I'm not a PC gamer. Every time I do play a couple games on here, like Magic Online and Magic Arena, but like every time I've ever had a computer and I've gone to play something, like I buy the computer, it's good, it plays it, and then like 6 months later a new game comes out and my computer can't handle it. So like awesome. They're like, you need a new video card. I'm like, no. I've done that so many times in my life. I'm just like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life, please. I don't know. I use my computer for my streaming, what I have to use it for, but like I'm not looking forward to having to buy a new computer at some point. They always die. That's just there's no such thing as technology or anything that you buy now that actually is doesn't fall apart. Besides quivers, I love my quiver. Quiver time never falls apart. I love my quiver. And if you ever have any issues with your quiver, just contact them and they will fix it immediately. They are very good about doing things. This halo foil is really pretty. I do want to do something with Tetsuku, but it'll probably be a little while before I actually get to that. I'll probably use that one too. That halo foil is really pretty. I like just sitting there staring at cards sometimes. I'm like, this is really pretty. My wonderful ADHD brain I've got going on. Being bipolar is not always the best. It's not always a great time. And we almost finished this stack, which means I gotta get a new stack anyway, so that works. I can do that during this break. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go to the spirit store today. I don't know. I haven't celebrated Halloween. I didn't go to my friend's Halloween party the other day. I kind of misunderstood what my partner said. I thought she didn't want to go because we couldn't get new costumes. She just didn't think I wanted to go, and yeah. It was a whole thing of just miscommunication, so then we didn't go to the party, and it kind of makes me sad. Hopefully they invite us back again. They always have a really fun party, and they're always nice to me. It's weird, like, my friend, he was always been my friend. It was just always a weirder relationship because he was friends with my other friend before, and he was kind of feisty and obnoxious. Which, I get, I'm feisty and obnoxious. Okay, I'll be back. Welcome back, everyone. I think we're back from break time. We'll see. I would like to welcome you to the Blunder Dome, where Mara has a magical miniature morning with everyone. It's usually my daily stream where I sit here and I paint miniatures and I enter my magic collection into my Moxfield. If you see anything that you need or want, let me know, because everything is for trade or sale. Yeah. I've been playing Magic for 30 years, so I've got some Magic cards. It's nice not ever having to go anywhere to go get cards most of the time. Most of the time I just have them. My trade list is not super extensive, and it's a lot of weird stuff. What are you doing, little one? Not looking forward to moving all these books. I need to figure out where this book's case is going. And then at some point I need to sell all these books. Commander Legends? Pre-order, and you're still a $2 card. You are. Hey, baby doll. I love you. What are you doing? You're all over the place. I keep checking the mail. Nothing out there. I went and said hi to Thanos and the squoosh. I am a crazy cat lady. I love my babies. This is my Barbie. She's my little perma kitten. She was a stray. And she is my little baby. I love her very much. She's always good to me. She knew I was a sucker and came and found me on the streets, and I was like, I will keep you, you little silly cat. She has little pink beans, and then she has little black beans with her pink beans. That's so cute. I am crazy about cats. I love cats. I love cat people. I love cat girls and cat girls. I am a cat girl. If you need a cat girl in your life, I just like to lounge and be petted. If that's a thing, I don't know. Somebody just wants to pet me, that would be great. It's one of my favorite things in the world. This is a way to completely just turn my brain off. Oh, this is Japanese. Yeah, it's foil. Yay, we finished a stack, and then, whoa, we brought more stacks out. Oh. This one, jury, is actually really weird. It's a foil, halo foil, but like the ink didn't go on super well. I don't know, it's very faded, and it was like that when I got it. So it's super weird. I mean, it is a misprint. Tis a misprint. Oh my god, this other stack. Kermit, why you got a giant stack of cards here, you weird amphibian? Anyway, everybody, I am Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. As you can see, it's happening right now. I'm a puppeteer. I do magic things all over the internets. Find me on all the social medias under Goddess of Blunder, and occasionally Amara, depending if it didn't let me change it. But you can find me doing all sorts of magic-y things, opening packs, opening boxes, talking about magic, talking about my decks. You can find all my decks over here on Moxfield. You can find my trade list over here on Moxfield as well. I am a big fan of Magic, if you haven't figured that out. I am a former Magic ambassador for Duskborn and Innistrad and Aether Drift and Final Fantasy, and I've done preview cards as well for Outlaws and Assassin's Creed and Aether Drift. Aether Drift, I loved Aether Drift. I don't know, I love Magic. I don't know, even sets that I am like not super into the aesthetic. I just like new Magic cards. I don't really care. Like if the place and stuff is cool, that's awesome. Like, I'm into that. But like, if it's not, I still can get behind cards. I'm sure there's something I like. Like, everybody's so complainy. The Magic community is very complainy. I just stay out of it. I don't have time to complain about my hobbies. Let alone I'm not the one making them. Like, they're other people making it for us, and like it's not always going to be for us. And it's okay if it's for somebody else. It's not like we don't all have enough things to go do. Sometimes I'm feisty. This is my feistiness. I don't understand. I don't understand being pissy, and it's all content, I guess. And that's just not for me. I stay out of it. My Barbie, you're gonna be so sad when I take you to the vet, and I'm so sorry. You're being such a good girl, and you're just hanging out here and being all lovey, and then I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, here, get in this cage, and she's gonna be like, no, what are you doing? Are you trying to get rid of me? I always feel sad. I'm like, I'm not getting rid of you, and then I sit there and I pet them the whole entire time, or I have Heather do it if I'm driving. I don't want them to think that they're unsafe doing something that they only do like once every like 3 years. I mean, if they're healthy, I usually don't have to take it for like 3 years until they have to go get their shots again. Some of my babies like to go to the vet a lot more than that. That's one of my hobbies is having cats. Having cats is expensive sometimes, especially the amount of cats I have. I always say that. I'm like, I have some cats. So many silly things going on. Sorry, my brain just shut off. Oh my god, HBO, you're more expensive now. I need to get HBO so I can watch a couple of things that are on there. That makes me sad. That's dumb. Anyway. Oh no, it's Jillian's birthday today. Is it the 21st? Oh my gosh, it is Jilly's birthday. That's exciting. I love my Jillian. I love Moxfield. If you do not use Moxfield, I highly say that you shall, and you should. I will give you a follow back if you do. I am a big fan of Moxfield. As you can see, I'm using it to enter my magic collection into. You can make lists as well as put your decks on here. I have all my magic, not well, I have almost all my commander decks on here. We had started entering all of them in and making sure they were updated, and we got distracted by Magic Con. I had to finish making stuff for Magic Con, and that kind of got in the way. That's the thing. Sometimes, like, cons take a long time to get prepare for, getting stuff ready, making sure that you have everything, building things, costumes, puppets, things like that. All take time, and time is not something I always have. Like right now I have lots of time, but I didn't have a whole bunch of time the last couple of months. Now I'm like, I have too much time. That's not true, I love it. Like, I'm just like, okay. Like, if I don't have things to do, I will just continuously do my hobbies and things. Like, if I don't have, like, real things to do. I still have not made this archer lady, and I really should. She's silly. I've never seen anybody play her. Ohava Kalari? Elf Archer. She's got reach. She's Selesnya, 1/3. Then you untap all archers you control during each other player's untap, which is just silly. I mean, I gotta see how many archers there are and if there are any good ones. Hey, Daco Tony, thanks for stopping by. I was actually just talking about you. I was like, I don't know anybody named Tony. I was like, wait a second, I know a Taco Tony. I was like, yeah, I do know a Tony. That's funny. I hope you had a good day. See, this is my morning time. 'Cause I stay up all night long, and then I'm like I say, this is Amara's miniature morning, magical miniature morning, and I'm like, yeah, my morning is like noon. uh, I think you might be the only Tony I know, which is crazy. Like, I know a lot of people now. Like, back in the day, I would say I didn't know anybody, but, like, through Magic, I've met so many people. I really like this artwork. It makes me really happy. Like, I do like these Strixhaven borders with the legendaries. I was a big fan of the Strixhaven spells anyway, so I'm hoping. I mean, I imagine we'll probably get the Strixhaven spells again. That was one of my favorite things they did. That was like one of the first booster fun things they did. I don't know. This artwork just makes me happy. I don't know, all the swirls and spinning, and I was gonna make this deck at one point, and I just never did. I don't know. Dina is terrifying anyway. And nobody's gonna let me draw 2 cards since they start losing 2 life and I'm gaining 2 life. It's gross. I don't know. I probably still will build it. I think I will. I'll just keep it to the side. uh, how are things, Tony? I've been slowly adding my collection to Moxfield. I was saying we finished 1 box last week. I was like, yay, we did it. We did the thing. And then I'm like, how many magic packs did I open? And I'm like, okay, at least I know what I did with my life. That's what I say all the time. I'm like, okay, at least I know what I was doing. I was playing Magic, and I opened a bunch of Magic packs. Those are the things I did. That's what it'll say on my tombstone. It's gonna say she opened Magic packs. Oh, cool. I really like Horde. I really want to get to play. I know Randy and them have been, and Katie have been doing it, and I know the Filthy Casuals have been doing games too. I like the whole entire idea of it. That's another little mini format that I would like. I should help push it. I have a little bit of power out there in the world. I like different ways to play Magic. I don't know. Like, seeing the same games, like normal Magic over and over again, just bores me. I don't know. Like, I would rather see people do new things. And that's one of the cool things about Magic is we can do new things and change things up. So, like, we can create our own formats and do different things if we want to. Like, we're not forced to do it a specific way. I don't know what the blah was. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to get on here this morning or not. I was applying for some jobs, and then I was like, well, should probably see if I can do some streaming before I got to go take the kitty cat to her vet appointment today. She's just sitting over here sleeping, and I'm going to feel like such an ass grabbing her and throwing her in that cage. She's going to be so sad. And she's going to think I'm taking her away. I guess so sad and emotional about it. It's so stupid. Like, I'm not doing anything to you. I'm sorry. Uh, I almost finished this other box, but it's only because the box is filled with lands, and I didn't realize that it's like a 2,000 count box, and like 800 of the cards were normal magic or non-land magic cards, and the rest is like full art lands from all the sets and foils, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with all this land? Like most of the land I've already themed to my deck, so like these are all extra full arts that I'm probably just never gonna use for anything. I imagine there's people out there who need full arts for their theme decks. I should just put them out there and be like, this is what I have. I should put them in here in my list. Nevin Jarl, why you gotta be such a jerk? Why do you got such a weird name? Why you gotta not show up on here? Make me have to type more things. I don't want to type more things. I really like T-Bud. It took me so long to actually make a dragon deck. It took me like 20 something years, 25 years. I just refused to make a. I didn't want to make a dragon deck. I don't. Everybody has dragon decks. And then I was like, you know what? This is happening. Da, da, da. So silly. So silly. Doors of Durin. Whenever you attack, you scry 2. Then you may reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Until your next turn, it gains trample. If you control a dwarf or if you control a dwarf and hexproof, it gains trample if you control a dwarf and hexproof if you control an elf. Okay, I was reading that completely wrong. I was separating it at the wrong points. Super weird. It's a legendary artifact. Well, it's pretty cool. I mean, just make an all creature. The fact that you get to scry and move things around, too. There's not a lot of good dwarfs, though. Not yet. I imagine we'll get some at some point. I hope we go to some kind of dwarf world where we get better ones. See, that's one of the things that, like, I like other formats, but not having a way to test things out sometimes with other people is what I run into. So like Oathbreaker and stuff, I have decks I've never played that I've built, but I just don't have other people to play with. I'm just like, I want to test this out. Like, how do I do this? Scanned off is really pretty. That's weird stuff. I don't know. I find like the Lord of the Rings cards and stuff. They don't seem out of place in Magic. I guess for me, there's certain things that don't feel out of place, where I'm like, okay, I can get behind this. Like this feels okay. Do they have? Can you add horde decks to Moxfield yet, or does it? We probably have to have like 500 people sign up or something weird. I forgot how it works to have something added to Moxfield. I know they just did it with Oathbreaker, not Oathbreaker, Pendragon. I have to ask. I know they. Nor's Decree is a weird card too. I really like it. It's so stupid. Whenever one or more creatures an opponent controls deal combat damage to you, they get a poison counter. So nobody's gonna want to attack you. Nobody likes poison counters. Everybody's afraid of poison counters. Whenever a player attacks, if one or more players being attacked are poisoned, the attacking player, draws a card. So then it makes them want to attack people, so they draw cards. It's kind of silly. Oh my gosh, it's actually pretty expensive. We haven't had very many expensive cards today. Usually I put the $5 cards in my binder. That way if I go to conventions and things, I know I can trade things. And I love trading cards. Reprocess I actually bought for a reason. There was a deck that I had that I just couldn't sacrifice my artifacts and things fast enough. So I was like, you know what? Oh, that's cool. I'll have to find out what it is. I'll have to check it out. That's the best thing is somebody will make something for everything. Eventually. Extinguinate. Extinguinate. Such a dumb card. Died to it too many times, I think, is why I find it as a dumb card. That's a lot of Dream Stealers. Dream Stealers. There we go. Keep waiting for my package to be delivered. It's really super windy outside right now, so I'm just like, whenever there's a commercial break, I've been going to check and see, make sure my package isn't out there. Or if it is, it probably blew away. I bought way too many boxes of Shadows over Innistrad. I missed the first Innistrad. I was playing at the time, and then all my friends, my friend group just kind of dissipated as Innistrad was coming out, and I was so excited about Innistrad. I was like, oh, horror world, what? So excited. And then everybody quit playing, and then I was super bummed, and then I just didn't, I bought like 2 or 3 packs, and I'm still bummed out about it. So then when Shadows over Innistrad came out, I was like, Innistrad. Give me that horror stuff. But now I'm like, Duskborn. Give me some more Duskborn. I don't care about Innistrad anymore. Innistrad is like the PG-13 horror movies. I need my... Give me my rated R horror movie world. Oh, Soren, you whiny baby. He's always so whiny. I don't know. Lots of people like him, but I'm not a fan of Soren. Soren, I don't know, he reminds me of Belmont from Castlevania, which, I mean, there's definitely, I want the Soren, I think that was in this set that was done by the Castlevania artist. I was like, I really want that. It's one of the things that's on my list. I should go, I don't think it might not be on my list. I should go see if it is on my list or not and add it if it's not. I didn't realize that this Baron Singular had partner. I'm like, what can I partner you with to make you silly, Baron Singular? um, wish list. Yeah, but I don't want this normal Soren. I want a fancy Soren. Nope, that's not the... Is this the Soren I want? No, this is the Soren I want. That's a... Okay. Yeah. I want this Soren. Done by the Symphony of the Night artist. So freaking cool. I love Castlevania. I played a lot of Castlevania. And some of these I need for my bird deck. Oh, Oko I don't need for my bird deck. I just need him because he's Oko. And does Oko things. What does he do? Why is he on here? I feel like I put him on here for a reason. I might have just put him on here for my Almo deck? I don't know. There's not a lot of things I'm looking for. Most of the things I'm looking for are just upgrades for certain decks. But if anybody has got trades, I'm always down to trade. Even if I don't need things. Oops, this is my decks. Oops. Collection, binders, and master list number 2 because I'm dumb. So dumb. This is like the 3rd list actually, so this one I'm not gonna mess up, I told myself. I've got a system. Every time what happens is I end up having to move things around the office, and then I've messed up lists. That was what happened with the 2nd list. Apparently I'm gonna play with my eyeball here for a second. My eyeball just didn't want to work for a second. It's unfortunate. at 1 o'clock I gotta go to the vet, so this little one will be heading out with me. I just wanted to get some stream in here, chit-chat with, do some more cards, do some more painting. My Death Guard is slowly getting there. Oh, I love them so much. I really want to go back. I want another Warhammer set. I say this all the time. I'm just like, I want another Warhammer set. Maybe if I keep whining about it, they'll do it. That's how things work, isn't it? I think that's how fandom works. You just whine until you get what you want. Mom and Dad, I want this. Give me another Warhammer set. They're like, no, honey, you can't have another Warhammer set. We have to do these other sets. But I want another Warhammer set. Stop taking things away from me. Not taking anything away from you. But I want more. Be the Veruca Salt of magic. But I want everything. I don't have any games tonight, but tomorrow I will be back for some Magic Online. I gotta figure out what our theme is, and we're playing with Quinn. I'm very excited. Faye is one of my favorite people to play with. Our bear is still missing in action. He's on a vacation here in the United States for the month, so we lost him for the month. So we had to find some people to take over and help us out. Jesper, I got to play with Jesper. It was one of the best things that ever happened. I was so excited. One of my favorite artists. And I was just sitting there, like, trying not to completely geek out because it was just all an accident that we got to play with him. It was a lot of accidents to get to where we were. We got to play with Evan Fong, and we got to play with Jesper as Esping, me and Tom, and then it's so cool. Like Evan's deck, it was just they had all their own proofs in their deck of their own cards. I was like, that's pretty baller. I just built the deck out of my own proofs. Like, then Tyler Jacobson came up and was just hanging out and watching the game. I was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening right now. I was like, I don't know if Tom knows what's happening, but I know what's happening. And like, magic artists are my rock stars. I get all giddy, like, and I didn't want to bother him for like. I just wanted to hang out with him. Like, I didn't want to ask him for autographs or anything on my cards. I was like, this is so cool. It's like I get to play a game with them. I was like, Jesper never is here in the United States, so, like, I got to play a game with them, and they're so sweet and nice. They followed me on Instagram. I was like, that's pretty awesome. I was like, here's my claim to fame. It's just that I'm something that makes me happy. Is it really super important? Nope, but it is to me. So that was pretty cool. I'm glad that we actually stayed. Like, we had a train that we were taking back, and it wasn't until like nighttime, so we just stayed in the hotel lobby because the lobby had like a food place and had places to play Magic, so we just hung out with people that were still there. And then Evan was like, "Hey, nerds, anybody still here want to play Magic?" I'm like, "Yes." Yes, please. I was like, we're here. We're in the hotel that you're talking about. We're just hanging out down here downstairs, so that's how that happened. I was just on blue sky at the right time and in the right place at the right time. Like, I never get to play with the artists or even get to hang out with them because most of the time they all hang out with each other and they're running their booths and stuff, and they usually go to dinner and stuff together afterwards. So it's hard to get in with the artist crew. I don't know if it's actually possible, to tell you the truth. There's so many little groups. They're like clubs. There definitely is little. It's almost like high school when you go to MagicCon. Everybody has their own little groups, their own little band of people that they hang out with. It has always been like that. People will say it's not like that, but it is. And sometimes, yeah, it's silly. My group is just a bunch of random weirdos, and I love it. Like, come hang out with me, you bunch of random weirdos. You don't have people to hang out with? Come and hang out with us. I don't care. I have no. I just like meeting people and hanging out and talking about magic. I don't know, playing games. I have spent so much time at Magic Cons just talking with people. I don't know. It's one of my favorite things to do. Hollowed Burial I should really use more often. That's a board wipe that just makes everybody sad. I kind of love it. I'd be like, I didn't kill your creatures. Let's just put them somewhere else. Somewhere else for you to deal with. Let's listen to this album. Hallowed Burial seems like fun. It's 5 mana. If it was an instant, it would be much better. Just do it when they're attacking. You gotta do it during your turn. Okay, that's not as cool as I thought it was. I forgot about Hollowed Midnight. That's a really good way to shut things off. That's actually a way to stop some CEDH decks. Okay, I'm gonna stand up real quick. I'm gonna stand up real quick. Do, 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 do. Okay, we're back. Got a little bit more time to stream. Hey, everybody, what's happening? I am very excited because Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 came out today, and it came out like 14 minutes ago. I'm not playing it right now. I like to play my horror games and things at nighttime. But also, I gotta take the cat to the vet, so I didn't want to start playing and be like, cat. Must go do things. I don't like starting things and having to stop, so I will probably be playing that tonight. I'll probably stream it. I don't know. We'll see. I probably will, just because otherwise I won't have anything else to do. I won't be doing anything else important, so I have been waiting for this game to come out for like, feels like it's got almost 2 decades. It's one of my favorite things. My second tattoo I ever got was a Vampire the Masquerade tattoo. I played a lot of Vampire the Masquerade, ADM Vampire the Masquerade. My brain is filled with tons of Vampire the Masquerade information. Too much. Just like all my hobbies, I, yeah, did a stupid amount of it. I have every single of the original Vampire the Masquerade books from third, fourth edition, I want to say. It was right before Ragnarok, or not Ragnarok, Gehenna destroyed everything. So I have a giant collection of books. I have all the werewolf books, I have all the hunter books, I have all the demon books. My brother has all the mage books and the changeling books. But we used to like to add those other worlds into whatever game we were playing, so we like to have all the information about those characters, even though it was usually a DM thing, but also I just like to know all information about everything. Like, you get bits and pieces of information about other things, because what the vampires might know about mages and stuff like that, but like most of the time they don't know a lot about the other supernatural things. So they make good enemies and good things to pop up, and vampires are experiencing them for the first time, or dealing with them for the first time. I don't know, I really enjoyed Vampire the Masquerade. I wish I got to still play. There's a lot of games I still wish I got to play. I just don't have any people to play with. That's my problem. Like, real people. Yeah, I miss our magic friends. We have some pretty cool friends. You know, we saw them at Commander Sealed. Some of my favorite people. I'm glad to know them. I'm glad I do get to see them. I mean, I get to see them more than I see my family, I guess. That's super weird. $22. Interesting. She is really cool. She does weird stuff. Hopefully, I can find Barbie. That was one of the things I was worried about. And she's been hanging out with me all morning, and now I can't find her. Now she's not here. I'm like, God damn it. Like, how am I supposed to trick her? And oh, I did spell that wrong. Okay, well, at least I know that this whole entire box is not all rare cards. That makes things a little bit easier. Even though it's a bunch of land cards that I'm going to have to go through, which is boring. I hate land. I love land. I don't get to look... I don't spend as much time looking at land as I should. There's a lot of cool land out there. There's a lot of really cool art on it. I don't give it the credit that it deserves. I do get excited, though, like Catlands. I have a Catland portrait on my wall from the secret lair. One of my favorite things that exists. She usually has one each con of the Catland and the Dogland. Elena Danner, and I had just traded in a bunch of cards, and I was like, you know what? I need to get something cool to remember that I traded all these cards in. It's like most of it's going to bills and paying people and paying for the trip. I was like, but I want something to remember my cards by. I just want to remember my cards. So we ended up getting the Atlanta Daner portrait of the cats, the Catland forest. It makes me happy. It's over here on my wall, even though it's being covered up by a giant box of comic books. The comic wall got bigger. I started taking more boxes down. There's so many. Shouldn't be so sad, but I read all these comic books and now I don't need them anymore. I don't know. I'm gonna keep some more. I have some that are on my wall that are mean things to me, that are my favorite characters and stuff, or things I searched for and hunted for. I don't know. I had fun hunting for magic, or for, like, my comic books and finding the ones that I really wanted, and I did it. I got them. Sometimes I had to buy people's collections to get the comic I wanted out of it, but like Swamp Thing, the first appearance, I really wanted it. I wanted it in my life, and I managed to get it. It's a very expensive comic. That's interesting. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, you gain that much life, so it's not lifelink. It's got Kev Walker art. Kev Walker does artwork for Marvel as well. I didn't know that for the longest time, and I've been playing Magic and reading comic books at the same time and loving that artwork, and I was like, this is really weird. I was like, is Kev Walker the same Kev? I was like, Kev is a weird name to call somebody. I was like, is this Kev Walker the same Kev Walker that does comic books? And then he was, and I was like, that is even better. Someday I will own a Kev Walker sketch or something magic related. That is on my list of things. As one of my favorite artists. Like, is Jesper ever, if I could ever afford to have Jesper do something for me, I would be so happy. One of the coolest people I've ever met. He's so super nice. He was so super cool. I did get a picture with him. I was like, do you guys mind if we get a picture with you all? I was like, and then Tyler was like, oh, I'll take the picture. I was like, no, Tyler, you get in this picture too. Tyler was actually the first magic artist I ever actually met in person. Like, I hadn't actually. It was Command Fest, Philadelphia was my first magic convention I had been to in decades. Like, I had been to like pre-releases and things, but I hadn't actually been to a convention in forever. I was just making a layover in Philadelphia, and I was like, well, I may as well go visit my friends, because I'm here for hours and hours and hours. So I went to the convention, and then I was like, oh, I might not make it back to the airport. I was like, because they were having a giant protest back when we were taking away our abortion rights and things, because America. So we were protesting. That accomplished nothing. It still all happened, and it's still happening. But anyway, it cut me off from the other side of the road that I needed to be on to get my luggage and things. I was like, this isn't good. And then my stomach was getting sick at that time, too. I was like, I need to get to the bathroom. I was like, this is not good. I was having travel stomach issues. It was stupid. There's a lot of stupid stuff going on. Ooh, I have another authority. That's exciting. I love Authority Sun's Grace. One of my favorite cards. I gotta make sure I get off of here with enough time to go find my little Barbie doll. She's gonna be so unhappy. This guy I never see either. Nayali Sun's Vanguard is really good for token decks. I don't know why I don't have. I think people just forget about cards, and then also we get new players, and new players. There's so many cards. Like, they're not going back and seeing every card that ever came out. But attacking control tokens you control have double strike, which is fantastic. And then you're exiling cards, and during any time you attacked with a token, you can play those cards. Like, it's really good. And if you attack multiple players, you can exile multiple cards. I don't know, it's really... It's a fun card to pop out as a way to kill people. Like, just wait until you have enough creatures and then be like, hey, I'm going to play this guy right before I go into attacks. Sometimes a creature can be a spell that kills everybody. It's a thing. I really love this art. Alenda and Azor is absolutely beautiful. And this is a full art foil of it. It makes me happy. I don't know, there's something weird about this art that just... You can tell they're battling. There's a fight going on. They're destroying mites and Phyrexians all over the place. And this thing always does work. It's disgusting. It always does stupid things. Like, that's what I would use as my Knight Commander. I took apart my old Knight deck. I'll probably rebuild it. Knights were one of my favorite things. It's probably because they killed dragons. I'm not a fan of dragons. So I automatically become friends with the thing that doesn't like dragons. I'm like, yeah, you hate dragons? I hate dragons too. Knights. They steal princesses. I don't like that. Stop stealing princesses, you jerk faces. This Ajani is just silly because he just gained 100 life. Which just sounds terrible. Nobody wants you to just to gain 100 life, ever. You don't want anybody to gain 100 life. At least we're got a good portion of cards done. I don't think we're going to finish too many more, but I do really like the artwork on Turn the Tables. Your arrogance is my best weapon. Magic flavor text is some of my favorite things too. Like, a lot of times I feel like it's always fun. It's always silly. Like, it doesn't take itself serious, and it's usually something that makes me chuckle. I do a lot of chuckling though. I chuckle at everything. I don't know when not to laugh at things. I'm really bad at... I laugh at things I really shouldn't laugh at all the time, and I'm like, but my brain just makes me laugh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're on fire. I'm sorry, but it's hilarious. Oh, Legion's Landing. I saw you so much during the time period that you were in Stanford. White Weenie was all over the place. See, I know what's going on. I play way too much Magic. This is the point where I just know what is going on everywhere. Temper is a weird card. You're preventing damage, and then for each damage prevented, you put a +1/+1 counter. It's a lot of mana. I think I was going to do something with it. Thalia's Lancer is actually not a terrible card. It's a 5 mana 4/4 with first strike, but it's also a tutor for any legendary card. It doesn't care if it's a creature or not. Makes me happy. I am a fan of this Chelsea Wolf lady. I hope she's not a terrible person or anything, as I am enjoying this music. I would do all the big dragons. What are they? All the Baldur's Gate dragons, the ancient dragons. Unless you're doing legendaries. If you're doing legendaries, I would do Lathal or Lathless for red, Scythics for black, what's in green? Green old Gnawbones, white. White doesn't have as many cool ones. I would do no, because Dromoka's both color. Well, there is a no. Is there a white Dromoka? No, they're both dual colors. There's Icing Death. I'm trying to think of who else is in white. There's not a lot of white dragons. Oh yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, that's the blue one. What blue legendary dragons are there? Astral Dragon. I know it's not a. I love Astral Dragon. It's one of my favorite cards. Like I'm not a super big fan of dragons, but I am a super big fan of Astral Dragon. What other cool dragons are there? And red. Yeah, Sailor's Bane. Oops. Oops. He's a turtle dragon. Ward 4. Damn. One less cast. First card you own in exile in the graveyard. That's interesting. It's got like an affinity for exile. But also for graveyard stuff too, which is really weird. And for adventures, which is really weird. Sailor's Bane is pretty cool. I forget so many uncommons and commons, and I hate that. Like, so often I just... when I go to build decks, I usually grab my, like, rare boxes and stuff and go through them, and by the time I go through my rare box, I've already found too many cards to fit in the deck. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well... what else is in red? Or white does have Scorching Sunbringer? Is that the name of it? Is this called Scorching Sunbringer? I might be just making something up. Oh, it's a dragon. Scorching something. Maybe it's not Scorching. Let's see if it comes up if I just write Sunbringer. No. It does something with Sunbringer. It's a white dragon that's rare. And I think it's in cons. No, it might be in... it's in the middle set in between cons. But every time it does damage, you get +1/+1 counters. Well, I really swear that it was Scorching something, but maybe I'm just making this up in my brain. And maybe Sunbringer wasn't either. I've just got two words that are not either word that is the creature. Yes, there we go. That's what I was thinking. There we go. I had parts of words. It's a really good dragon. He always does work when he's out. Say dragon mage. But I feel like dragon mage is dragon mage dragon mage. Oh, it is just red. Dragon mage is silly, but you don't want to draw cards, so wheel effect probably not great. uh, see, I really like this. This is my favorite blue dragon. Oops, did I spell dragon wrong? Of course I did. He's really silly. It causes silly things to happen. It's a lot of mana, but I've seen some stupid things happen with it. I've been attacked by a 3/3 Oko dragon, which is not great. It's turning things into elk and it's attacking me. I hate it. It's just one of the more funny things I've had happen where I love this card just because it's stupid. It's like, good job, card. Hey, you made me laugh. I've had it turn into soul rings before, so it's tapping for mana. It's like, I hate this. Attack you with my soul ring, flying 3/3 soul dragons, I guess. Magic is just so silly sometimes. Magic makes me happy. I got about 5 more minutes before I gotta head out, so I can go find this cat. Because she hasn't come back. I was kind of hoping she would, because that would make I could stay on here a little bit longer before. But she could be in a lot of places. This place is kind of big. Most of the time she's in certain places, but it always seems like when you need a cat to be in a place or you need your dog to be somewhere, they're never in those areas, ever. Good night, Tony. Thanks for hanging out with me. Dream of dragons. Dream of the blue dragon you need. I'll think of different blue dragons. If I think of any fun other ones, I'll let you know. Or if I run into any as I'm going through here. You have a good night's sleep. 4th edition? Sometimes 4th edition. I forget which one was 4th and which one was 5th. But I'm pretty sure 4th was 1995. Yeah. I was pretty sure. I think these were just from my original night deck. That's why how those ended up over here. Okay, maybe we can finish this small stack before we go. And then we gotta go and take care of the kitty. Go get her some shots. She's gonna be... She hasn't traveled out very many times, so I don't know how she's gonna be. She'll probably be okay. Yeah, well, it'll be the two of us with her anyway, so one of us will pet her as we go. As we drive, and it's not a very far drive either, so she'll be okay. She just won't know what's going on and probably be pretty pissed off about it. She doesn't like going in things. This is still the other issue. I'm like, I don't know how long this is going to take. So I hope everybody is having a good day. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I appreciate chit-chatting. I appreciate tacos and Tony's. What else is going on? I am Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I do make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. You can find me usually on here in the mornings in my magical miniature morning show where I sit here and I enter magic cards into my Moxfield because I love Moxfield and I need to put my cards in order so I can build decks better and faster. um, so we've been doing that. This is my trade slash sell collection. So if you see anything you want, let me know. It's on my Moxfield under Goddess of Blunder. You can also find all my decks that I play on streams. I guest all over the place. You can find me guesting, hosting games on Wednesdays. We do Magic Online with the Breakfast Club. We play some Magic Online and do silly theme decks each week, unless I get sick like last week and we have to cancel. But we're back this week. We got Quinn. Faye has taken over for Bear, so we're pretty excited about that. I always have a good time playing with them. What else is going on? We got Thursday kitchen table magic with Tom, where we do one-on-one magic with Tom because we get to play. That's the only person we play magic with in the real world most of the time. So play some magic with Tom. We usually test out our decks, and it's just a little one-on-one EDH doing silly things, testing our decks out, seeing what they do. I don't know. I enjoy it. I like one-on-one EDH. I also love normal EDH, but that is not possible sometimes in the real world. I does do a lot of talking. I am also a cosplayer. I have cosplayed a lot of characters in Magic: Ashnod, Agatha, Judith, Disa, uh, Maya from Avatar. I feel like there's another character. Maybe I've only had 4 different costumes. Maybe I only did cosplay 4 times of Magic characters. Now I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, maybe I didn't. Anyway, cosplaying. I also do puppetry. You can see my puppets at Magic Cons and occasionally do videos with them as well. I'll have some Appa videos here. Me and him have been working together and doing stuff, so we'll have some videos coming out here for Avatar. Because me and Appa have been having a good old time over here. You might have also seen my Chocobo or my Tarmogoyf or Chandra. Or, yeah, I want more puppets in Magic. As for 5 minutes, we will be gone by then. But I just want to say thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Magic just in general. I appreciate Moxfield because it makes my life easier. I'm hoping that this makes my life easier knowing where all my cards are. Yeah, we also paint miniatures. I love Warhammer. I've been painting my death card. We got some little bit of painting done today. I did a lot more adding of cards because I really do want to get this over with so I can actually start building decks properly. I'm slowly building decks again, but I'm only using cards that I've already entered into the system, and unfortunately, I have not entered all the cards into the system, so there's a lot of cards I can't use. Pegasus Refuge. Who needs Pegasi? I need Pegasi. Anyway, you can find me on all the socials under Goddess of Blunder. I am a Quiver Time ambassador. I love Quiver Time. I really do love Quiver Time. It sounds like I'm just being sarcastic, but it has kept my cards safe for the last 3 years of conventions that I've been going to, so I appreciate it very much. This is one of my favorite cards, Pristine Angel. I love this art so much. It makes me very happy. It's one of those arts that when I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's magic. I love that. God, I love magic art. It's one of my favorite things. We've gotten so much magic art every year. We get so many new fantasy art pieces from Magic. Like, that costs a lot of money. Like, we complain and stuff. Like, we're not. But, like, Magic does cost a lot of money to make. There's a whole bunch of people working on the game, but then there's also all the artists and writers and, like, I don't think we think about that most of the time. Which we should. I don't know. I really like this lady's voice. I've been enjoying this music. Okay, apparently I gotta write more words. I need to finish this so I can go get my cat. I just keep like, I need to finish this stack. You don't need to finish this stack. That is a lot more expensive a card than I thought it was. And I know I have more copies somewhere. God damn it. This is the problem too, is I'm gonna have to go through all the commons and uncommons. So I am gonna head out here after I finish these couple of cards. I keep saying that. What else do we got going on? We got Infinitokens on charity stream for Megan Infinitoken, who got hurt in Atlanta, and we're doing a little charity fundraiser to help pay for their accident, so they don't have to lose all their monies for, because that sucks. It really, and it's a lot of hard work, like working cons, like I can't imagine hurting myself. I'm glad everybody got together to help, and we will be hosting 2 days, November 8th and 9th, where we're just going to be playing some games. If you want to donate, you can. We'll have prizes, and yeah, we're looking forward to doing that. I'll be doing the 2 o'clock show on Saturday and the 8 o'clock show on Sunday. Um, got some good guests. I'm very excited to get to play with some of my friends I haven't played in a little while, and yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate everybody. I am going to go take my cat to the vet now, so love, peace, sheets. I love you. Bucky's, brisket, num nums. Kermit the Frog says, "Hey everybody, I love you."